Animal communication is the ability to telepathically understand and interpret messages from animals. So this gift can work differently depending on who you are and how your gifts already are working. For me personally, animal communication kind of started very slowly with my cats. And I didn't think that I had this ability for a very long time. And I was sort of just staring into my cat's eyes one day, and I just felt this message come through from him. It was like the thought was almost fully formed, and it was just deposited into my mind. And I'm guessing that it was just because of the deep eye contact that I was able to receive this message from him. And it's evolved slowly from there. It's not something that I do on a regular basis, but if I get very quiet and meditative with my cats, and I sort of just have, no expectations of this communication occurring, I feel like that's when it happens most often. I know that some people will, be actively trying to communicate with their pets about various things, illnesses or behavioral issues. People certainly hire a lot of pet psychics, to communicate with their animals about these, problems that they're experiencing. So if you're trying to communicate with your pets, or even just with, animals out in the wild, I would just encourage you to really remove any expectation that you have around the outcome or around what they might say. Something that I really find interesting in some pet psychic videos that I've been watching is that a lot of times, the animals will be very blunt, with what they're saying, or, they'll seem to know a lot more about us than we realize that they know. So if you're expecting a certain kind of a message, from your pet, that might hinder your ability to really receive the message that they're trying to give to you. So I would just encourage you to be very open. It might help you to utilize the eye contact like I was mentioning with my pets. But other people who communicate with animals, they're able to even communicate remotely. So, that tells us that we can receive these telepathic messages whether we're in the physical presence of our animal or not. So you might even, if you're trying to develop this gift and you're working on being able to communicate with your pet, you might even feel like you get a message from them when you're not at home.